Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast.
This is Camp Slash Horrorcast, Season 3, Episode 14, Evil Bong.
If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast. So what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast.
Camp Slash Horrorcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk
Hey,
about
everybody.
the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have Jake, Monkey, Pinkston.
Bro.
Monkey! One note needed. Monkey. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, and thank you for having me back once again.
Hell
to
yeah.
fuck up this shit.
You
Here
got
we
the
go.
notes.
Let's
We will
go.
go down the list. Next, we got Miles. Dude, why didn't you say something, Francis? Miles, how are you doing, sir?
Dude, I'm legit stoked to talk about this movie. One of my all-time favorite awesome bad movies.
Do you say stoked or stoned?
A little bit of both, brother.
Don't judge. Next, we got
I'm
David.
stoned.
David, you disgusting pervert Jessup. It was a line out of the movie. I didn't mean anything by it, David. David, how are you doing,
you
sir?
did.
I'm doing great, man. My wife has COVID, and because of that, I get to take off the next 4 days from work.
Nice.
So, paid for, so I get to work on creepy stop motion videos.
Fuck
So
yeah.
4 days.
Hopefully you don't get the COVID. Hopefully Lindsay is okay, dude. So
Yeah, she's fine. It's super mild.
Excellent. Next, we got Jay. Pretty fucking hot McClintock Jay. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I actually, I'm ready to talk about this movie. It legit put me to sleep, but not in a negative way. I think I just got hypnotized by everyone else in the movie going to sleep. So it actually knocked me out for the last 20 minutes, but I finished it.
I took a break in between also. I did 40 minutes, took a 2-hour nap, did the rest of it. So
Yes!
Yeah.
Were you smoking along with the characters as the movie went along?
I had my own
I
evil
will- I
bong
wish.
set up and everything.
I wish.
Yeah.
I would. I do definitely want. I think they make this bong. I think you can get it on Etsy.
Dude, I've looked and I've never found a functional one. I've only seen a statue one. And I mean, who wants an evil bong you can't smoke out of?
No.
David,
not-
Jessup, get on it.
Commission.
No. There isn't enough money in this fucking world to make me spend a second of my time working on an evil bomb.
And finally, we have Javi. I'd like to take a bite off that pastry. Byres. Javi, how are you?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm good. You're welcome.
Good. Thank you for joining us. Well, guys, we watched Evil Bong, release date October 31st, Halloween 2006, with a running time of 86 minutes. Synopsis: terror strikes when slackers lay their hands on a bong from the 1960s. An evil bong from the 1960s. Let's watch a trailer. Do we have to? That's what you'll have to use.
Watch the trailer. You said that in the most wholesome way possible. Like you're Mr. Rogers, bro.
Let's watch a trailer.
Come on, neighbor. Let's go watch the trailer.
In a flop house, three stoners are looking for the ultimate high.
Large bong for
There's
sale.
more than 3.
The deceased
Oh, wait.
owner claims it was.
No, it's 3 stoners and a dweeb, dude.
Because
And
if there's
Grego.
one thing this pad is lacking.
That's the guy from Deadpool.
Bong, man.
What they found is something
That
sinister.
sounds so bad. That sounds like me going in a flop house where 3 stoners had a good time.
It's the
I'm surprised this was the dude that could imitate the real trailer voice guy the best that they had.
My bong looked
It is a full moon production, though.
Come on.
It's evil. One hit, and she gives you your dreams.
Hey.
Can't even move her mouth though. She can move her eyes.
Yeah, but what crap is
Do
that?
you know where we are? But in this world, you get high, you die. I come to take you out, bitch.
I'm to take you out,
Is that
bitch.
Making Christmas
Certain.
from the?
It sounds like Making
It
Christmas.
sounds like Making Christmas.
Making Christmas.
The
Making Christmas.
It's just a Danny Elfman fest.
And for real.
The score's made by his cousin Benny Elfman.
let
Joe
you
Boo.
baked.
That's funny.
I did like the cameo.
They had some great cameos in this.
Dude, it's one scary trip.
Monkey.
No, it's not.
Monkey! Some kind of monkey. All right, guys, let's talk history with this. Other than Miles, has anyone seen this before?
No.
No one's seen this.
This has been
Miles.
on the Good Time Boys list for a while, but we never got around to the franchise.
Okay. And we were talking about there's 7 of them altogether, unless
Jesus.
you said
Holy
Christ.
shit.
you count
God.
the Ginger Dead Man as part of it, because eventually you get Ginger Dead versus Miles. what's your
That's
history?
up until this coming year when they've already announced, I believe, from the world of Evil Bong, the Gingerweed Man. So I don't know if that'll count as a 8th or not.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I saw the poster for that. It looks ridiculous.
How many miles
dank.
are there out there that this is supported 7 fucking movies?
David is now terrified, more so in the world he lives in.
Jesus Christ.
So Miles, what's your history with it?
Dude, I'm, relatively old. So I lived in the 90s and 2000s when there was things called a Blockbuster. And I went there in college with the intent of doing drugs and watching movies. And this, like, as if it were like glowing off of the shelf, was just like calling to me like some sort of, sign from the heavens. And dude, this and mushrooms and a few good friends, and you got yourself a fucking trip, dude.
You got yourself an Evil Bong trip.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed the hell out of it when you watched it.
Dude, like on it, like legit fell in love with it in like a way that like I recognize how awful it is. I know this is definitely one of those like Troll 2 styles of movies where it's so bad that it becomes enjoyable. And I also 100% recognize that I was influenced in a way that many who experience this film won't be. But like I truly love this movie to the point that I have in fact watched all the sequels, which get really unwatchable, frankly, because they are not the classic
quality of this?
masterpiece that this film represents.
What is it? Just a pet rock?
Second
It
one's
wasn't
watchable. Everything beyond that, I mean, once they introduce time travel into the series, like most things,
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
I like how that was the line. Miles was like, no. Oh, wait a second, guys. Listen, you had me at the talking bong, whose
They
mouth
had a-
never fucking moves, by the way. How fucking lazy is that? That the mouth
I
never
was saying.
fucking moves.
Yeah, they
Okay.
can move the eyes.
Yeah, but they can't. They're like, oh, dude, we just don't have the budget. Oh, no shit. And by
You
the way,
listen on Tommy Chong.
the movie is 30 minutes long when you take out all the weird little segments of just pot imagery. That it almost looked like this movie was made as a sitcom, and that was the weird transition. But you never notice the transitions were like 3 minutes long, and it's like, fuck. You
but
guys don't
all
have
of those
anything to work
transitions were
with.
set to the Cottonmouth Kings. David, how can you not enjoy that?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm with David. The opening
Okay.
credits is 5 minutes long. The ending credits is 5 minutes long. The movie itself is all 60 minutes long. And it feels longer than that, but it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun, stupid movie. And if you don't go in expecting if I expected high art, I'm so sorry. That evil.
No,
Bong-
I listen. I knew what I was getting into.
Yes.
You know, I knew I was getting into. But here's the thing that, and this is the thing that pissed me off about Ginger Dead Man, is that if here's the thing, Miles. Okay, what makes a good bad? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Miles. What makes a good bad movie are the makers thought they were making a good movie. Nobody thought this was going to be a good movie. They knew what they were making. This is just a shit movie.
I think it's one of the exceptions where they knew that they're making a bad movie and did it anyways, and it still was okay. I'm usually on the same page as you, Jessup, where people that are legit trying to make a good movie and it turns out bad, those are the best ones.
Like Troll 2.
But
Yeah.
it's or The Room or whatever else.
Yeah.
And then you got people that are like, let's make an intentionally bad movie. And this somehow worked for me.
I think it wasn't that they were going to make an intentionally bad movie. I think that they were going to they just chose to like make this weird movie that existed in their weird universe they've already kind of created, and they were just make every fun decision you can, regardless of how stupid it is.
It's Charles Band. Charles Band has made movies in literally 24 hours before.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what he's doing with these movies.
They made a movie immediately after they made this movie. They already showed a preview at the fucking credits. They're like, hey, there's another one. Watch this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well, I do like that they have people from the other universe in the movie. I enjoyed that aspect, even though I don't watch those movies. I thought that was cool that they had those.
Wait, David, are you
What do you mean
like not
those
a Charles
movies?
Band fan at all? Like, was this like your only experience with Charles Band? Or
I saw Ginger Dead Man thanks to Ducky.
Have you seen Doll Man?
Well, you've never seen like Puppet Master?
Mm-mm. No, I've seen Puppet Master.
Have
I
you
have
seen
a Puppet
Demonic
Master
Toys?
action figure. I haven't seen Demonic Toys.
Dude, watch Doll Man, watch Demonic Toys, and then watch Doll Man versus Demonic Toys, and you are welcome.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
wait a
endorse
second.
that.
Is Doll Man the one where he's like he comes to Earth and
I thought for a second that Tim Thomerson's character in this movie was Doll Man, but he was actually playing Jack Death, according to Wikipedia. And Trancers is another franchise I wholly stand behind.
Tim Thomerson.
Those are like Charles Band's like movies where he actually does give a shit. Trancers gets a lot of love. It's probably his best production value.
What is it? Does Trancers have Philip? Not Philip. The guy from
Tim
RoboCop.
Thomerson.
Who?
No, it looks like Peter Weller on the
Peter
cover.
Weller.
It does, but it's
That's
Tim
not?
Thomerson, the guy who has a small cameo in this movie. You might know him from Air America.
Okay, because I like Trancers.
Well, he was the dad in Iron Eagle.
Yes.
And yeah, he's a stand-up comedian too for a long time.
Arliss. He was in Arliss.
He was in Arliss. Yeah, he was in. Have you seen Near Dark? He's the dad.
Love Near Dark.
He's the dad.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Near Dark.
That's the movie I wanted to watch in here.
Well, very important question I need to ask. Who all was high when they watched this?
Unfortunately, not me.
Jake Hobbs.
If you were, you gotta you get your opinion like disqualified or at least reduced in weight.
Excuse me while I
can agree.
a pipe.
I think you're definitely right. This is a movie that is made for people that smoke a shit ton of weed. I used to. I used to.
And that's and it's weed culture, and the soundtrack screams of weed culture, like underground music, just like it wasn't
everywhere.
Terrible. I didn't hate it at all.
Reggae and fucking.
I'm sitting there going like, this isn't bad, and it wasn't overblowing like the dialogue or anything like that. And like, I was super pumped when the guy showed up at the beginning and Jesus is smoking a fucking blunt. I was like,
want that wreath? I want that wreath. That's all I'm saying.
I was like, God be with you. Right on. Jesus gets high. Hava, you haven't said much. You must have hated this.
I actually really enjoyed this movie. I saw Miles yesterday to pick up, and I was like, "Are you gonna watch the movie?" I was like, "Yeah." What do you think I'm here for, bro? And then I went home, and I got my Vader weed grinder, and I got my little stormtrooper pipe, and I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It was fun.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. You didn't say much, so I was wondering.
It was fun.
I also want to add.
He was reflecting on the true high art that you fucking classless people.
Yeah, I will put this in the same category as The French Dispatch by auteur director Wes Anderson. This was a movie of the highest art and totally works on so many levels.
Goddamn Coen Brothers directed this.
I can't believe how ahead of their time they were with the social undertones they were dropping in 2006. How relevant those are now in 22.
But here's the thing: there is something to that phrase of what
I feel like I'm high right now listening to Miles talk.
High art is its own thing, right? Not high art as in The Shining and The Exorcist, but
look at Van Gogh. That fucker was tripping balls on fucking opium in his own paint, and he painted Starry Night.
But I'm
talking about when you are high?
Eyesight. That's why he painted the things he painted them, because that's all what he saw.
Stoner art, right? Like
stoner
half baked and how high And
The Stone
movies-
Age.
It's a genre
and-
for sure.
Yeah, it's stoner movies.
Days of
anything
Confused.
Pineapple
Silent
Express
Bob.
is one of my favorites. That is such a great blend of stoner comedy and like an action film, like Lethal Weapon or something of that nature.
What is that, Miles?
That's Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah, Pineapple Express is really good. I even like Grandma's Boy.
Oh, I love
Grandma's
Grandma's Boy.
Boy.
That's one of my
So-
favorites, dude.
That's where the monkey thing comes from. Okay, so Grandma's Boy came out in January of 2006. This came out in Halloween of 2006. But the guy like who's Bachman, the fucking god of partying who passes out at the first hit every fucking time he passes out after the first hit. But he's like, monkey. He says it so many times, but that's one of the fucking lines that Dante says in Grandma's Boy all the time.
That's
Like,
right. Yeah.
Totally ripped that shit.
I didn't realize they came out so close together. That's hilarious.
Well, plus
Is that
he
a
he physically looks like Shaggy as well. Like
Yeah.
yeah, there's like direct ripoffs. Like it's not it. That's one thing I can give. I give Charles Band a lot of credit because he knows exactly who he is, and also if you think about it, you know, he really suffered after Blockbuster folded. So for him to
for sure.
for him to survive past all that, that's pretty impressive to me. I mean, I don't know.
Well, they
Yeah.
have the Amazon channel now. They have Full Moon Productions Amazon channel, and I think they're releasing other stuff under other production companies now. So they're still making direct to DVD or direct to streaming or whatever you call it now.
Dude,
They're
and kind of
making
a
that
happy,
content.
sad tag to that. I got to purchase this movie as the Blockbuster I rented it from was closing. For some reason, it didn't fly off the shelf like I expected. I grabbed it on clearance before they shut the doors.
So like when that happened, so like we can go back. I you know, for me, I think I really kind of the doom of video stores probably for me was probably 2008. That's when Hollywood Video and Blockbuster. So when you're going to these places and they're like letting you buy videos, it almost felt like it's like what you get in a will. Like it's like I have a copy of Cursed on DVD from like 2005. I just
like
never returned
the
it.
one bad Wes Craven. Yeah, I think Wes Craven movie.
Yeah, there was something about going to the Blockbuster, going to the video store, and actually searching. And you would judge the book by its cover. You would look at it and go like, That's why we got all these iconic horror films with their iconic covers, such as Evil Dead 2, where the skeleton with the eyes has nothing to do with the movie, but it's so iconic.
sold.
Or Child's Play, where you've got the Jack in the Box and you've got the scissors, Chucky holding the scissors. Nothing to do with the movie once again, but iconic. Like that's, and a lot of these movies fed off that Full Moon Productions. They had great box art that had nothing to do with the movie, and you knew what you were getting. You knew you were getting cheesy. You know you were getting just something that was crap, but it was going to be fun, and it was made to be fun for the most part.
Dude, I remember vividly, like burned into my mind, the VHS covers of both the movie The Dentist and The Ice Cream Man. Which are both very worthy of being reviewed on this podcast for what it's worth. But
Clint Howard.
The cover art of them, it's just like it's so much better than the entire film, but it just makes you have to take it home and watch it.
I
On
love
that
the Ice
note,
Cream Man.
I'm super curious. What one stuck out to you guys, box art wise? Miles just said his, but like Javi, what stuck out to you for the box art? The most?
What stuck out to me for box art?
Yeah. What was the one that haunted you the most or made you want to watch the movie the most?
The Blob. Like it scared me as a kid, but there was something about the Blob with the fucking guys like stuck in there like that. I really just I fuck with that cover art, and it still bothers me to this day.
No doubt. How about you, Jay? Which one stuck with you?
Oh, without a doubt, probably like as far as iconic horror movies, like my all-time favorite horror movie cover is The Howling.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Simple, direct, but it's like because like it's clawing through. So like whereas like I think like American Werewolf in London like went very like over the top with like their cover art. It was very big. Howling made me appreciate the minimalist of how comic or how art like covers can really make you like, you know, entranced.
How about you, Jake? Which one stuck with you the most, you think?
Graveyard Shift.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With
Eyeball?
the construction helmet. It was kind of like Evil Dead 2, that one, and House, the original. I like that one.
With the hand?
With the hand and the fucking door key. Yeah.
Nice. How about you, David? What stuck with you the most, you think, cover art wise?
Here we
What you got
go.
pulled up? Evil Bong. What wolves?
Oh, Company of Wolves. That's a great movie.
And that
That is one of the album
that is
covers.
epic. Yeah, the wolf
Yeah.
coming out of the mouth. I didn't even see that.
That is because you're talking about it. That was a cover of a VHS tape that made me stop and made me rent it. Because back in the day, man, we didn't have Rotten Tomatoes. We had
IMDb, nothing like
yeah,
that.
we had nothing like that. We had to go on, like I worked at a video store and people would come to me for my reviews. And that's how I think that's where I started becoming a movie snob was back then. But
Yeah,
like,
you were the gatekeeper. You were
Yes.
really the gatekeeper to the movies, and that's the way we treated the people who ran the video store. What is that? Can't see it.
Silver Bullet.
Oh, yeah, that's a great cover.
Silver Bullet.
But you really did treat you guys who ran the video store, or I don't even know what you'd be called, teller or VHS person or whatever. You were the gatekeepers for all the information when it came to movies. You knew what was up, and people respected it. And that's where nerds really conveyed and talked about movies back in the day. You know what I mean? For me, Puppet Master also freaked me out. I love that cover art. That was really cool. But like just seeing the puppets, going back to Full Moon. I mean, those puppets to this day are iconic, and they're releasing a video game soon of the Puppet Master toys and going around the first movie, basically killing the people in the first movie. So I can't wait.
That's cool.
The acting in this isn't terrible, and I don't care what anyone says. I thought they were pretty good, but this is how good they were. They were so good, yet so bad that the strippers seemed okay in this.
Dude, the show, did anybody watch the show Rock of Love by any chance?
Yes,
I did.
Yeah, I did.
I fucking
Yeah.
did.
So the blonde stripper with the lips, the one that gives toothy blowjobs.
Yeah.
Her name, I think, is like Brandy C, is like she went by, and I remember watching that Rock of Love show, and she had listed that she was an actress as like her occupation, and at the time this was her only movie credit. I haven't checked to see if that's still true, but I remember looking her up and this was like her only film credit. But yeah, just I do have to say though, strong disagree on the acting, especially. I don't know, maybe I've just never actually seen a girl horny, but it doesn't involve a photo.
No, when women get horny, they jump around the room on pogo sticks. That is a known fact.
Yeah, with no hands.
That's how
Like
you know it's into you.
like, no hands.
Now, I'm telling
Actually,
you,
that
dude,
makes sense now. I get it suddenly.
I mean, it's kind of hard to talk about.
You know
the
what? I
story.
retract my statement, and I have had girls horny several times before.
It's weird how they pull pogo sticks out of nowhere. Downright bizarre. Jake, you got a list there. Let's go down your list because it's kind of hard to. The storyline on this is like it's not intact. It felt like a TV show in like 15 different episodes. What do you got going on?
I could have done without the 3.5 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
If Nintendo ever finds out about this movie, they're fucked.
Oh, dude, I was
severely
pissed.
fucked.
I was
same-
pissed. That
same
all right? That
goes with
scene.
Mattel.
Sound effects are wrong. The level changes 3 times. I clipped that shit just so I could bitch about it. Sorry, go ahead.
Larnell has a great line in this where he calls everybody a cloud of fuck dust. That was pretty good.
That was a good one. I like that.
And then Luann the whore, who pogos all over the place, said that some guy's dick smelled like a hobo's nutsack or something, and then the bong looked like fucking shit, and he's like, "That's harsh, Luann, even for you." That was a good line by Larnell. I like that.
Did you get a Johnny Knoxville vibe from him? I got a little bit of a Johnny.
Yeah, a
Knoxville
little
vibe.
bit. I guess I could.
I
see
didn't
that.
until you said it, but now I totally see it.
Did anyone
Larnell
in
and
this,
Brett were spot on, like how they should have been, like as stoners. I've met these people. You got the fucking jock stoner who doesn't want to admit that he's a stoner, and like he's like, man, I could have fucking been great and all this.
If it wasn't for my douchebag friends.
yeah, and then you got the fucking
Uncle Rico.
right? Yeah, exactly. He's like, what do you want to bet I could have pitched over that mountain 900 miles per hour? Then you got the god of partying who passes out first every time he takes a hit. Bacchus. It's like, he smokes a lot, bro. And then let's see here, the grandpa that comes in. Oh my God, he cannot keep his accent together. He keeps slipping between Scottish, fucking Northeastern, Southern. He's like, oh, you want to come in here, boy? And then you got to go down. I can't even.
I like him. They gave him 10 minutes of the best insults. Like it was incredible. I was like, this is great.
I couldn't believe that they couldn't afford Gary Busey for this, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But you get Ginger Dead Man, and he does come in and he talks like Gary Busey.
look, at this time, Gary Busey could have been doing classics like The Hard Easy, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories.
I'm pretty sure he had a cameo on
Tom Goes to
Entourage
the
around this
Mayor,
time.
Dr. Dolittle 3, Kurtlar Vadisi Iraq, Scrubs, Descansos, or Cloud 9. He's probably doing something like that around this time.
I think it was on Impractical Jokers during that time.
I like how Alistair is so hard up for pussy that he's making puns about his dead friend, saying that he's dead tired and he's laying low at the moment because he's trying to fuck Janet. Way to go, Alistair. That's good on you. Let's see here. He's making plans about Chong and his Hot Wheels.
Okay, let's stop
stuff.
there.
I love that.
The first thing I
I'm
thought of
as
was
a
you,
Hot
Jake,
Wheels
whenever he
fan.
talks about his Hot Wheels. Okay?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I love those little cars. Tommy Chong steals this movie as Jimbo. He comes in and no one else matters at that point. Just his pure charisma, and he just walks into the scene and you're just like, holy shit, you just took over and elevated this to a different
It even elevates the Bong's performance somehow. Like it feels more like she is not better in this movie anywhere than in her scenes with Tommy Chong.
Right.
So do you know who the Bong is?
Miss Pat.
It's Michelle Mais, and I had to look this up, but she was one of the hookers at the beginning of Trading Places whenever they were in that nice house with Eddie Murphy, the two on the couch that he's sitting with, the two blonde whores. She's one of them.
Nice.
She sounded like Wanda Sykes to me.
Oh, okay.
I thought that too. I was like, is that one?
I thought it was Nanette Lee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real.
Good pull. Good
Dude,
pull.
and she is a whore.
Wow.
Why didn't they show the pills?
So that voice, right? The voice of the Bong. Let me tell you guys a little story. It was like this is right around the time this movie came out. Me and Jeremy Malega were at like a Walmart or something. We went down the board game aisle. We might have been under the influence ourselves. And they had classic Trouble, right? And then they had new like 21st century Trouble. And you pushed on the little bubble, and it's the voice of this black lady going, you ready for some big trouble?
Holy shit.
And her voice reminded me a lot of this one. So I was like, I wonder if it could have been the same person.
Jake, can you do that voice again?
God, dude. That's so fucking weird.
How did the voice sound again, Jake?
Do it.
You ready for some big trouble? Never forget it. Never forget it. We rode the wheels. We rode the wheels off of that in probably like 3 months. People just were like, every time we even tried it, people were like, we're gonna punch you right in the nuts. A couple of times they did. So
That's awesome.
thank y'all for letting me relive that.
That's so fucking great.
That's awesome.
Can I tell you? I'm sorry. Can I jump in and
David.
tell a story? Just I'll try to make it quick. So, and it just reminds me of what Jay just said. I do a murder mystery show, and in the beginning, a victim comes in and dies, screaming, really dramatic. Towards the end of the show, we do a reenactment where we call up an audience member to have them reenact the murder scene. It's really funny because they're really bad and they're just trying to mimic the person. Well, last Friday, the first to die person was an older black lady. And she, of course, did what Jay just did, just like, oh, no, I got stabbed. Oh, it hurts. And she died, and it was great. And so when I had him do a reenactment, I had this 20-something girl get up there, a white girl, and she did a black voice. And it was so uncomfortable, but it was spot on. And so everyone was nervous laughing the entire time. This little tiny 20-something twig of a girl gets up there and she's like, oh, Lordy, I just got stabbed. It beat her bad. Who did this? Did you do this? You little mofo. Well, I guess I just die right here. And I'm just like, don't laugh. And the whole audience is laughing. I'm like, well, that was fun.
Jesus.
Good on her.
We're getting
and I asked her later, I was like, where are you from? And she's like, White Settlement. And I was like, of course.
Getting kicked off the fucking internet now.
Yep.
Oh.
Back to Tommy Chong though. Yeah, he's just hamming it up. He's just himself. Every scene he's in is gold in this. Every interaction he has is amazing. The fact that he's like, "I came to kill you, bitch," and I was like, and these movies are all about saying bitch. That's the one thing I noticed. Charles Band movies are all about calling women bitches.
Oh shit! No! I gotta go. I gotta go. Sorry.
Okay.
Did he hate the movie that bad?
He called women bitches, and that
Yeah.
Oh no!
He just said it was a good thing whenever the black lady died at the like. Okay, that's the one that makes you run out.
Now I'm really interested in what's going on in David's world.
His dog probably took a shit.
Fuck.
His dogs are ancient and incontinent.
I think he dropped glue all over something. Is what happened.
Yeah, I got the impression something he was working on was in peril.
Yeah,
I think the dog ran in and took a shit.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe he
I heard
was
a bell
gluing the shit
jingling.
of the dog, and things happen.
Yeah, he was trying to glue the asshole shit on his puppy.
Whoa, this is almost turning into a murder mystery show.
Never gonna shit in my
guys,
house again.
I think we just found our new hook.
Yeah.
Someone dies every camp slash, and we have to figure it out.
Oh, that would be so much fun, dude. Let's play
Dude.
werewolf. At the very last episode, we'll just fucking everybody's dead.
Yep, done.
It's a camp slash mystery.
Dude, that would be
Like
so
what?
much fun, dude.
That would
When
be dope.
everyone's gone, people will just have to watch their own bad movies.
Like, I would do it for 3 Scooby snacks, man.
Like, would you do it for 4?
Also, my favorite cameo of all, Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses. We got Bill Moseley at the
Bill
very
Moseley
end.
popped
That
in.
was so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, the acting, like I said, I don't think is bad. The movie's fun. I mean, what else can you guys really say about it? I mean,
It got like very like 90s porn movie vibes from it.
yeah, totally.
Like I'm pretty sure like they were probably like aiming to do a porn, then their talent backed out last minute. It's like, oh, let's just make the movie anyway, but without the fuck scenes.
All right, guys. I know we're gonna get yelled at. We don't do this often, but the titties were amazing.
Who's gonna yell at?
I
Yeah,
don't
who's
know.
gonna
Ethan-
yell at?
Are you
yelled
talking
at
about the
me.
quality
Whoa.
of the titty kills? Is that,
What the
is that
fuck?
your rating?
Don't
I
break the fourth wall,
identify as
Dex.
a heteronormative, white, straight, cis male. I like titties.
The titties were amazing, and
Yeah.
especially the brunette that was
Yep,
always in the center.
The
Oh my
shark
God.
one.
Yes, and her acting was the worst of all, to the point where they ADR'd her evil laughter. I was like, "Thank you so much." Her acting must have been so bad that came through. But wow, what a smoke show! Jesus Christ, that was amazing. But not to harp on beautiful women for too long because we'll get kicked off the internet evidently. Am I jaded about it? Yes, a little bit monkey. That's all I have to say. Monkey.
Dude, I do really like the musical homage they do to Jaws during that sequence of her kill though. That's just like a fun little touch.
They're just stealing musical homages from everywhere. They stole
Yeah.
the trailer. They took the fucking Nightmare Before Christmas, Jaws, and that. And I did clip those kills, so we'll be able to see those. Because there's not really big kills in this. Like there's a little bit of corn syrup thrown on their faces. And I love at the end of it, the stoner, they're all stoners, but the surfer stoner goes, "I love you." I was like, all right, Keanu Reeves, calm down. Jesus. Fun movie. Guys, anything else to say about it though?
I was pretty impressed with the fact that, David and I talk a lot about movies that can kind of be shot in one location. And this one basically was. It was shot like at a strip club and an apartment. And it was like, it's like, I think that's just, and they were able to get, 60, 70 minutes out of that. I do think that in and of itself is impressive, just from a production standpoint, that they were actually able to create enough storyline for that.
Well, haven't we all figured out by now, by doing all these horror movies, you get 3 characters in one location and you got yourself a killer fucking horror movie. That's the way
really
it works.
Like
Every
the
time.
Soul movie.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Dude, I've got a movie for y'all that takes place in one location, and it's like one of my favorite movies ever. And it's an indie movie, and it was produced by Alamo Drafthouse. It's called Cheap Thrills. Jay, have you seen it with David
It's
Koechner
amazing.
and Ethan Embry?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking
It's like,
God, I love
where he
that movie so
he's
much.
the rich guy, right? And he's basically
Yes,
daring
he's
him to do-
fucking just paying them money to fucking take these dares.
Do you know where that?
God.
Yeah.
That's an homage. That movie is actually an homage to a movie from the 70s with Ringo Starr called The Magic Christian.
Yeah,
And and that's the exact same premise where he is like he's trying to. There's this big cruise ship called the Magic Christian, and Ringo Starr's in it. And this guy just has not Ringo Starr. He's more of a side character, like this, like the sidekick character. But the main character has all this money, and he's basically just daring people to do crazier and crazier shit just for money. It's very much a social commentary.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No.
Fuck yeah. Well, guys, Evil Bong. Let's say if we recommend it. Javi, do you recommend Evil Bong?
Fuck yeah, bro. All day. All day.
All day or a day.
Duck, look at me. Duck, look at me. All day. All day.
All day.
All
Okay.
fucking day.
All right. All day. Jay, do you recommend Evil Bong?
I would say it's a seminal stoner horror movie. Like, I wouldn't just recommend it. I'd put it on the Mount Rushmore of stoner horror.
Oh
Damn.
yes.
That's high
It's
praise.
really it almost, you can almost say it kind of started the actual genre. I mean, of evil drug paraphernalia horror movie.
Yeah. I
It's,
mean,
it's our Citizen Kane.
Maybe.
Jake, do you recommend it?
Yeah, totally. I didn't know shit. I mean, I knew shit about it. Like, I'd always passed over it. We had talked about watching it on Good Time Boys several times. Fucking, like, I was always kind of wanting to see this movie. I was expecting it to be shit, but I actually really appreciate a lot of things about this movie, and I think they put a lot of heart into it. And, yeah, it was just a fun, stupid fucking movie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Miles, do you recommend it?
100%, dude. It honestly warms my heart to hear that it just got solid recommendations across the board, of course, because David left. But yeah, I'm honestly glad y'all enjoyed it, and that's exactly what it is, man. It's like that they knew what they were doing, but they did it really well, and it hits that nice blend of just stoner comedy that doesn't like make the stoners look too stupid. It makes it like I don't remember who said it earlier, but I know those characters in real life. I know people that embody those like types of stoners, that like archetypes, if you will. Yeah, I love this movie, man. I recommend it to everybody. Most people think I'm an idiot, though, so you know.
Oh no, don't get it twisted. I still think you're an idiot.
100,
Yeah.
and you should. That's the correct response.
I will recommend it. I think it is fun. I think those titties are immaculate once again. I think that the premise is ridiculous, and I'm happy that somebody had the gall to actually make the film. Like, it freaking rocks. Raph doesn't recommend it, just so everyone knows. Raph hated it. I will do an impression.
Raph hated because he has COVID right now. He couldn't
Yeah,
even
that
really
throws
enjoy
off your sense of
anything.
taste,
Raph hated it because it's holding up a mirror to his life. That's all. That's the only reason why.
Who would like to do their impression of David Jessup and hate on it for a second? Would anyone like to? Go ahead.
I don't got the vocal strength for it today.
Jay's got it.
Hey.
Yeah, this is definitely. I wouldn't recommend it to my worst enemy. It's again, we talk about movies that are bad, that try to be good. This is a movie that tried to be bad, and for that, I cannot recommend it. I mean, I saw it once, I'll never see it again.
Bravo.
Have I told you about Aliens?
That was a pretty good David Jessup.
Yeah, dude, that was solid.
That was solid.
Love you, David. You know I love you.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast.
All right, guys, let's get to some clips of this bad boy. Sharing the screen, I believe so. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
I see your screen.
I can't see. I just see you in the square.
I see you.
You see me
on screen
okay.
in your screen.
Let's fix that. Screen 2. There we go.
Oh, damn! I just got a close up.
You see it now?
Oh, no! I'm jealous of that. I would love to get a close up of me.
All right,
Goddamn,
I use the transitions in this. It's
It's
Grego.
Greg.
It looks like Grego to me. I don't know why.
Like you give him a bag full of food for everybody to eat, then you got Greg right there.
Dude, don't
Yeah.
be throwing some fucking hate on my man Greg.
Dude,
No,
I fucking love Greg. That
all
guy's
love.
I
always loaded with
that.
food.
I
Character of the
understand that,
movie.
but that dude looks like a fucking nerd right there. My man Greg ain't no nerd.
No.
Hey, no nerd.
My trophies.
My trophies!
My trophies!
There, bro. That's what shells do. This is for my trophies!
Yeah, fuck
For the fucking years. Ah, cool.
Oh,
That's not
dude, I'm
right.
so stoned, and you put that in my cereal, bro.
All right, I'm pissed about this. Mario doesn't sound like that, okay?
Dude, I'm gonna send this video to.
That's like an
Nintendo.
Atari sound effect, like Space Invaders, maybe.
Space
Wow, it's
Invaders
almost-
and Galaga, dude.
Dude,
It's
if
almost
we
like
want
they
to
did that on purpose
enjoy,
so they wouldn't get sued.
we can enjoy some of that sweet evil bong money if we just expose him to Nintendo. Show them this footage. They're like,
Do
no,
get
they're
a
playing-
ransom going, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Charles Band, we're coming for you.
No, this is maybe the best video game of all time, in my opinion. I love Super Mario World.
All right,
It is.
that's next Monday's stream. I like the music.
Dude! You are making it impossible for me to study.
Check it out, bro. I
like that the music also, like the rap music that he's playing, clearly also stops when he pulls the plug on the controller.
Want to
It's all
point this out?
connected together.
He says he's on level 15. He's on level 3 of Super Mario World, right there.
It says
Literally World
Yoshi's
1.
Island.
He's on the first screen of.
He's
of
on
that
Yoshi's
game.
Island.
Yeah.
Shit on me.
Baby goat. I got the
Carla Brewster. Chick had a set of teeth on her. Like a school piranha gnashing on a baby goat.
Oh, Brett.
Poor goat.
chemistry experiment. I'm shocked I spelled that
I
all
was
right.
just wondering, were you in the middle of conducting a chemistry experiment, or are you just happy to see us?
Oh,
All right, I can also see
No.
Greg doing that on accident. That's a very Greg thing, and he would just be like, I didn't mean to, guys. I just
I was just washing my hands and I got too much foam on them and I went to go on my crotch off.
and he'd just be like, I gotta tell you something.
Hey,
Little
Let me
dude.
talk to you for a minute.
That's how I do
you're
it.
having fun.
It's
Joe
the Booga
Boo.
Booga Man? I don't remember what
I
it's
say
called.
fuck
First
you,
Blood.
Joe Boo.
God,
I don't
boobs,
really
huh?
understand why they each had a bra with like a different set of monsters on them, but I was there for it.
Let's
I
go.
think this one was the worst one. I think of the if you have to rate the boob kills, I think this one was the most.
Ah,
boring.
but I love the boob, the bra, dude. Like I love the boob. Number one.
It's cool when the skull lights up, I guess, because it doesn't move otherwise.
I love the bra, bro.
And the
He's jerking off while watching.
jerking off!
Joe Boo is jerking off.
I have a theory. These are characters that are obviously from the universe Full Moon Productions, right? But maybe
Yes.
they got sucked into the evil bong at some point, and the only way to survive in the evil bong is to jerk off because they're still there.
Have you seen Major League? This is who Serrano prays to.
Yeah. That's a nice pull. I like that one. That's really fucking good.
Baby Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
It is the baby Chuck Norris.
Look at
Gil.
Bobby Caldwell.
She's a looker.
What were we gonna say,
I've always
Jay?
called that guy Baby Chuck Norris. He was in Troll.
Oh.
That's for certain.
Oh.
You know, I was hoping you'd hook up with some big-titted bimbo that I could bang on the side.
Lauren L knows what's up.
Wait, did he invent stepmom porn?
Disgusting pervert.
Drug
Oh no,
addiction.
I'm stuck in a dryer, stepson.
No.
Don't worry, stepmom. I'll fuck you out of there.
Sometimes I believe it though.
I'm
Sometimes I
too
believe it's stuck in the
high.
dryer.
I can't.
Welcome back, David. What happened?
hey guys.
Hey, we debated what happened. I think you spilled glue on
I
something.
think a dog took a shit in your house.
That's what I said.
Doug was closest. I spilled stain all over the place.
You know, I thought you were going to say I spilled glue on my dog while taking a shit.
I stand the dog.
Which probably would have smelled better than this right now.
Oh, man.
Whatever we did, we definitely didn't imitate your opinion of this movie or anything.
Yeah, Jay definitely did not do an impression of you. That was pretty spot on.
As long as the impression involved me pointing and yelling at a person in the front row for having an ugly shirt.
Dude, David, now that you're going to be all high on paint, you should probably give this movie another watch.
Yeah. I was going to say. David, real quick, do you recommend the movie?
No.
Let's hear why.
Why? This is why, Duck. Okay, I'm 52 years old, about to be 53. My lifespan is becoming shorter and shorter every day. And if I'm going to recommend a movie, it's going to be a good movie because I understand that time is finite, and that if I'm going to take my reputation as a film snob and tell someone to spend an hour and a half of their life, which will never come back, every minute that's why on my wall I have a shit ton of clocks as a constant reminder of my impending doom. And so if I'm going to suggest a movie to somebody, it's going to be a movie that's going to be worth their while, not this piece of giant shit. Plus, I'm not a 16-year-old stoner. Not anymore.
I think I did better.
Bravo. Jay did a pretty spot on impression. I hope you go back and watch it. It was pretty good.
Okay, I will.
But you took it to the next level, I think.
Yeah, you did. Jesus.
You added death in there.
I think about mortality a lot more after this podcast.
Yeah. Drug addiction.
One more toast, love now. Just one.
You got it, baby.
Come on, Papa.
That is the guy from Deadpool, right? I'm not just going crazy.
I'm coming hard.
Yeah, at the beginning, whenever
At the beginning of the first Deadpool with the pizza, I think this is that guy. That's got to be.
No way.
Look it up. Somebody look it up.
It looks like him.
Oh, come on.
Ginger Dead Man. Here he is, and I had to black out the screen.
Pretty fucking hot.
Hopefully, I didn't screw up.
At least his mouth moves.
Bite me off a piece of that pastry. Oh, yeah. Touch me, I'm a doughboy. Oh.
That made me laugh.
Oh, I'm gonna cream.
Meemaw. Why does he call her Meemaw?
It's not him.
It's not Kyle Cassie.
Oh, there are titties in the background. We are taking this off Twitch. My bad.
Well, they look blurred, so you're fine.
They're fake. They're not real. It doesn't matter.
Oh, excellent point.
Get out your pole, baby.
Listen, they ADR her laughing. I mean, it's flagged 18 and over, I think. I love a woman that looks at me like that. Well, she's
not. Are you insane?
No.
That looks like she's about to cut my dick
We're all
off.
going to have to take a break before we finish this podcast.
He likes that.
I'm about to pull a Ginger Dead Man on this motherfucker. Ooh, I'm about
The
to-
only time
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only time I've seen a girl do that was with this girl. She only had one boyfriend, and the boyfriend had a really tiny dick. And when she saw my very average penis, she was very happy.
How'd her boyfriend
So, like,
feel about it?
You were with
her and the boyfriend?
Like you were having an affair with somebody?
Yes.
Or a three-way?
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
I was having an affair with somebody.
Yeah.
Did she smoke meth? That's the only thing that explains
Oh
it.
yeah, I got my favorite. Oh yeah, my friend.
Once again, this does it for me. I don't know why.
She drank a Red Bull and had 60 milligrams of Adderall.
You know what do you guys remember the stoner scene in Breakfast Club? Where like obviously the people that directed that movie have never smoked pot. That's what that felt like.
Yeah.
The teeth.
I heard what you said to your buddies about me earlier. About my technique.
Her teeth aren't even that big.
I was just kidding around. You know.
Uh-huh. Let me show you what I've learned.
So is this implying she's giving a blowjob?
What was it that you said? Like a school?
Well, I think it's her bra is a mouth. So like it's like a booty blowjob, maybe.
Booty blowjob.
Of hoagie shacking.
I mean, like it's not quite a titty fuck because that's its own thing. So I don't know what else to call it.
It's called hoagie shacking.
Hoagie shacking.
Chili dogging.
Jimbo, and he just steals the movie, so the rest of the clip.
Dude. I've been looking all over for you, man.
Oh, wow, man.
He just walks into this random person's apartment because that's what the
No,
Bong
he just walked onto a random film set where he smelled marijuana.
Carl's band is like, holy shit, you wanna be in a movie?
Yeah, man.
You're filming a movie, man? Oh, I just smelled that sweet ganj.
I know
He was fading weed for this film. That's how they kept it under budget.
If you smoke enough weed, you will summon Tommy Chong.
I think that's in his contract he has with Big Marijuana.
Yeah. Jimbo Smash.
Come on, take me.
No.
Why?
I didn't come here to get high.
What the hell are you talking about?
Hear that? You suck.
Yeah.
Where you going?
What the hell are you doing?
Take you.
He brought all these things. He brings a fucking dynamite with a goddamn alarm clock strapped to it.
It's like he just walked off a Bugs Bunny set.
It's like I got all this from Acme on the way over here, man.
That's a really
I
good
bought it from
impression
some
of Tommy
coyote
Chong,
who
by
was
the way.
getting it, selling it secondhand.
Tommy saves the day.
Jimbo,
Hey,
what are you doing here?
she got me, man. She broke out the good stuff. BC Bud. I couldn't resist. No, you guys get out of here. I got a little surprise for that little bitch.
I'm gonna fucking blow her up in smoke, man.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lose either. Put this in your pipe, you evil bitch.
Evil bitch.
Evil bitch. That's all she
I love the way that Bong emotes facially. Like I could just see the tear in her eyes.
Well, guys, I enjoyed the heck out of that movie. There is another movie. I don't think it's a Full Moon production, but it might be. I enjoyed the fuck out of, and it's called Zombievers. Has anyone seen Zombievers?
Jake, do we GTB that one actually?
No, but I think you and I watched it at my place. It got Bill Burr in it.
Yeah,
It's got Bill Burr in the beginning. Yes, that's right. He's in the opening scene of it, and it is a fun, stupid horror movie along the same lines as this one. It's just horrible, just badly made, but also not that badly made, and just cheesy as fuck. And the graphics are terrible. I wonder if they show any Zombievers in this trailer. There we go. Just cheesy, just fun, just a good time. I highly suggest this movie, and watch it with some friends while you're stoned. I put this up there as a stoner comedy too. So the other thing I'm going to recommend is the Full Moon's channel on Amazon. You can watch all those classic horror movies that you enjoyed as a child. If you got Amazon Prime, I believe a lot of the movies are free to check out on there. So go check out some Full Moon Productions on Amazon today and watch some Puppet Master, watch some Doll Man, watch some whatever else crap they got. There's a ton of stuff on there. Oh, I love it. Guys, do you have any recommendations, either Full Moon or just cheesy horror movies, anything like that?
Cheesy horror. If you like something, you know what? The Sharknado series. I could watch all 6 of those pieces of shit. They're just great. They're wasted time and they're fun. They're so terrible.
Yeah, I watched Just in Time with you guys, or the one where they time travel, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was like, this is ridiculous.
Anaconda versus Mega Croc.
Yes.
I forget what it is, but it's got Debbie Gibson and Tiffany both in it, and they do a song together.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, it's hilarious! It's so much fucking fun.
And Tiffany's a lot hotter than I remember too.
Oh, dude, Tiffany is banging in this movie.
Yeah. How about any of you guys? Jay, Miles, David, you got any cheesy horror movie Full Moon production that you like?
Probably my personal favorite Full Moon movie would probably be Puppet Master 3: Toulon's Revenge. It's where they introduced the best puppet of all time, 6-shooter. Yep. Came out in like 1991. I would highly recommend that. It's also a prequel to the actual series.
Yeah, I would totally say that was when I watched like growing up as a kid with my dad, and that 6-shooter dude was just like
he was the shit.
Yeah, I have two recommendations. One that I think is a truly bad movie, but like so bad it's becomes enjoyable. And then one that I think is a legit good movie made in a really silly way. First, I just watched it last Christmas. It's Santa Jaws. Awful movie.
Sounds awesome.
But it's fucking watchable. And again, I would say getting a little high probably helps the situation, but it's definitely worth a watch. If you're in the mood for that type of thing. One that I think is legit a really surprisingly good movie. It's called Benny Loves You. And I don't know, man, it's about this, like, it sounds so dumb and it's so hard to explain, but essentially a adult man's childhood toy comes to life and tries to kill him, or like tries to kill everybody around him to protect him. But it's it's like got like puppetry that's just awful. It works. Check it out. Benny Loves You.
You know, another movie that's kind of like along the same line, John Dies at the End. You guys ever see that?
That's Don
Like,
Coscarelli.
Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. I mean, it's a weird movie. It's got that weird cheesy vibe to it, though. I like cheesy movies. Like I just enjoy them. But anyhow, with that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Miles, where can they find them? Where can they find them? Where can they find you on the internet?
Well, find yourselves first. And what you do, you can check me out at Mr.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You can find you where?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. You can check me out at Mr. Most Days Off pretty much everywhere. I also have a Simpsons podcast I do called the Best Darn Diddly Review Show. You can check that out as well if you're a Simpsons fan. Or if you're not and you just want to hear about a show you're not familiar with.
Fuck yeah. And then, David, where can they find you on the internet?
Facebook at Stop Motion Nightmares, Instagram at Children of Dave. I don't know why I have different names for all the different shit. Try to make it as hard as possible for people to find me. And Reddit at Geiger Drone. I'm actually working on a music video for a band in Las Vegas right now. And that's what I was working on. I was doing the what do you call it?
The band isn't Stained, is it?
What you got?
No, it is
been a while.
That's fucking too soon. You see?
Damn, look at that.
That is fucking dope.
That is badass.
Let's see.
Very nice. So you're doing a stop motion for them?
Yeah, doing stop motion for them. And then Sunday, January 22nd, I'll be doing improv at the Top Soft Variety Show. It's a carnival act, and we have a guy who is a half body, so torso up, of course, who's going to be performing there.
Damn. Shout out to Betty and Hope for watching along with Raph. Much appreciated, Raph. We hope you get feeling better. Also,
hope you get feeling better, Raph.
Feeling better.
Feel better, Raph.
Yeah.
Love you, Raph.
Is it Rafe or Raph? Is it Raph?
Raphael.
Okay. Can I do a since he wasn't here? Can I do an impression of him reviewing this film?
Sure.
Okay. It was okay, man. And then my girlfriend walked in and she said, "This is fucking stupid." So we stopped watching it, but thank you. That's my
That's because he always ends up having sex. I did not know this, but I found he's always fucking.
It's the only reason he still does the podcast.
Yeah, it's the only reason he started. He's like, this is getting her high. I'm gonna come back every week.
Yeah, this is awesome.
He was really
she's
sad
mad because he's not paying attention to her.
Yeah. All right,
that's what saved his relationship with the podcast. He's like, is your relationship on the outs? Join the Cam/podcast.
Yeah,
he ain't getting laid tonight.
That doesn't work with comics because comics are never in relationships to begin with.
Raph said your impression was spot on, by the way. Next week,
buddy.
guys, we'll be checking out Jay's birthday pick, which is Pumpkinhead.
Fuck yes!
That is next week's movie, directed by Stan Winston, right? Didn't you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Directorial debut.
I cannot wait to see the monster. I've never seen it before.
Lance Henriksen,
Oh.
baby.
Jack, you gotta see that movie with me, man. You gotta see that movie with me.
Well, we're gonna go. We'll talk about what we're doing here in a second too. Guys, with that said, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching Evil Bong and joining us for the cast. We're gonna actually raid because we never raid, and this is on Twitch, and I don't know why we don't ever raid. So we're gonna raid somebody real quick. So leaving the cast in 10 seconds. If you're still here, please stick around. And we'll talk. But we always do. With that said, guys, thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to cut the feed as soon as I remember how.
Keep pouring your heart.
Keep horror in your heart.
Keep horrors in your heart.
Horrors in your heart.
Keep the horrors in your heart. In your heart. And we're raiding. All right, cool. And then let's
raid.
Let us raid.
We're gonna raid and pillage.
Raid and pillage.
Good raid, bro.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp/Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture, and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast, where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore, heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.